Welcome to a moment of awareness, a yin yoga journey that invites you to meet yourself in each moment with compassion and curiosity, no matter what is present. This journey is a reminder of how multifaceted we are. We each carry parts of both the shadow and the light, and we have built habits that either lean us towards certain parts of ourselves or pull away from them. Meeting yourself in a moment of awareness and allowing what is present in that moment to simply be, without judgment or the need to change it, is an act of kindness. We are all capable of healing and growing, and the more we explore our layers and complexities, the more light and healing we can bring into our inner spaces. Through this nourishing practice, we will meet ourselves in each moment, in each asana, in each breath, and soften our edges to tap into the peace that already exists within each of us. Beautiful souls, we are beginning this practice seated comfortably on our heels, placing one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart space. And let's just take in together a nice big inhalation through the nose deep down to the belly. And a big exhale with a sigh, feeling release, letting go. And let's begin to breathe in through the nose for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. 3, 2, 1. Breathing in and out in your rhythm, keeping the inhale and the exhale the same length. And as you breathe in, I invite you to imagine your breath taking a form. And follow that form as you inhale through the nose and notice where it touches in the lung space and the belly, and how the breath spreads out through the body. And on the exhale, feel the softening of the muscles of the shoulders and the face. With every inhale, feeling that cleansing and clearing. And every exhale, allowing yourself to soften even deeper into this moment. And as you breathe here, just notice what is present inside of your body right now. What sensations are here? What emotions are perhaps lingering just below the surface, just waiting for a witness to see them? And see if you can let whatever is present simply be here, undisturbed, unchanged, just held by your love and your heart. Simply being seen. And slowly returning to your natural rhythm of breathing here. You can gently open the eyes and begin to walk the hands forward ever so slowly, coming into a tabletop position. And take the hands just a little bit wider than shoulder width, and the knees a little bit wider than hip width. Just giving yourself some extra stability. And begin to move the spine in any way that feels good. But imagine yourself moving through honey, going slowly, intentionally, moving the spine side to side, twisting, opening, extending. Move in any shapes that your body wants you to move in. We are moving the chi through the body in this moment. We are creating space with our breath, with the exhale, and inviting in even more relaxation with the inhale. Beautiful, coming back into stillness here. And then bringing the weight onto your left hand, you're going to lift up the right leg and bring the right foot to the outside of the right hand, moving into our lizard pose. The top of the left foot is flat on the mat. And use some blocks here if you need to, so you can either bring the elbows and the forearms down to the floor, or use the blocks if that is going to support you to keep the chest raised just a little bit. And as you're moving into this pose, imagine yourself finding the edge, the point where the tension just begins. We're not pushing past the limit. We are meeting ourselves on the edge. And as you find this edge, I invite you to use your breath to breathe into this space and meet yourself in this moment. And ever so slowly now, beginning to bring the weight back onto the hands as you lift the body up, moving so slowly. And using the right hand on the thigh just above the knee, letting the right foot lean over onto its side, keeping the chest open, just moving into a twisted dragon. Again, just finding that edge as you apply gentle pressure to the leg as you open up the hip space in a new way. And allow the left hip to come down. Breathing in nice and long, slow breaths. Letting gravity do what gravity does. Releasing the right hand now, and gradually walk the hands and the hips back as you bring yourself to sit on your left foot if that feels comfortable. If you need to place a blanket or a block underneath the left glute, please grab whatever you need. And placing your block just in front of you on the left-hand side, you're going to gradually fold the body down and softly land the forehead on the top of the block, letting the arms lay down in front of you, feeling that beautiful length on the right hamstring on the right leg, and breathing in here into the spaces that feel tight. Breathing in healing light, softness, stillness. And slowly bringing movement back into the body, using the hands to lift up the body and the forehead off of the block. And sweeping the right leg around the side to the back, we're going to come in now to a child's pose. And you can choose what feels the best for you. Whether you want your legs wide or knees together, arms in front or by your side. This is your child's pose. slowly just rolling the forehead side to side. Just giving yourself a little massage. And then beginning to press yourself back up, coming back into all fours. Now taking the left leg and the left foot just outside of the left hand, coming back into our lizard pose on the other side, taking the blocks if you need, and just noticing the difference. How does this side feel compared to the right side? What is present for you here? What sensations, thoughts, emotions are moving around your inner space right now? And meet them with compassion and curiosity and softness. Letting the breath be the salve that you need. And slowly walking yourself back up, lifting up the top body, bringing the weight onto the right hand as you take the left hand and open up the hip, letting the left foot fall onto the side, creating an opening in the hip joint. And settling in to this edge, surrendering to what is here. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be, just you and this moment. Releasing the left leg And bringing the sit bones back to sit now on the right foot, using a block or a blanket to support you if you need it. And bringing another block just in front of the body, where you can gently fold the top body down and rest the forehead on the side of the block, letting the arms rest in front, feeling the lengthening now on the left hamstring. A moment of awareness. What are you becoming aware of that perhaps was hidden away before? Something that you didn't want to see about yourself. But in this moment, you can see it and love yourself anyway. Having compassion for the fact that you are here and you are human and you are doing your best. Breathe that in and release everything out. Slowly bringing some weight into the hands, lifting up the head and the top body. And this time bringing the hands behind the body with the fingertips pointing to the back of the room. Letting the right leg and the left leg come in front of you, slightly bent, mat width apart. And just gently move the legs, doing some window wipers from the left side to the right side. And make every movement intentional. Imagine yourself wiping away all of the judgment, the control, the expectations. Wiping away and offering yourself a clean, new space to bring in healing light. Coming now into stillness and grabbing your bolster, or if you don't have a bolster, you can use some couch cushions or some cushions from your bed, some pillows, or even just your yoga blocks. And place your bolster at the sacrum at the base of your spine as you're seated here. And bring the soles of the feet together in front of you and slowly begin to lay down over the bolster, vertebrae by vertebrae, into a reclined butterfly. And let the arms open up and lay by the side. And find yourself fully surrendering to this pose, to meeting this moment with open arms and open heart. You have so much love to give. And in this moment, I invite you to give some of that love to yourself. To offer kind words, kind thoughts. The same love you would give to a child. And slowly begin now to bring yourself back up using the support of your arms, vertebrae by vertebrae. And bring the bolster around to meet you at the front of the mat. And perhaps here you need to add an extra blanket or a block to find your edge. And the legs can either be straight out by the sides or perhaps a little bend in them, whatever feels the most comfortable. And gradually fold the body over the bolster and lay your head down, with the arms gently by the sides. Deep inhales in, feeling the breath extend all the way down to the belly. And soft exhales out, noticing the contraction, the natural softening of the belly. And feeling the sensations here as the skin stretches across the back, opening you up on all sides. Meeting yourself in whatever is here right now. Beautiful. Slowly lifting yourself back up. Just putting any props you have to the side. And finding your way for a child's pose. From here, just gently lifting up the body once more, taking the hands a little bit wider than the shoulders, the knees a little bit wider than the hips. And we're moving back into our cat-cow variation, just moving the spine in any way, so slowly, going half the speed that you might be going at right now. Visualizing the chi moving through the spine and the cells. New energy in, old energy out. Bringing yourself back into stillness and slowly lowering your bum down to the ground. Bringing the legs out in front of you, and if you like, placing a bolster under the knees. And relaxing the body vertebrae by vertebrae down onto the mat into your Shavasana. And slowly bringing some gestures into the fingers and into the toes. And perhaps even opening the mouth or scrunching the face. Taking in a deep inhale, a full exhale, stretching the arms overhead, and taking as much time as you need to come back into this moment and become aware of what is present here for you. Thank you for joining this practice today. I will see you next time.